Hello, everybody. This is Grace on a Journey, and you are listening to Grace on a Journey Channelings. Welcome to the newcomer, and to those of you returning, my fellow travelers, welcome back. We're happy to have you. So for today's episode, the title will be High Vibrational Stepping. High Vibrational Stepping. Now, this is usually a first where the title comes to me, and from the title, the channeled song came. It's usually the other way around. But when this title, High Vibrational Stepping, came to me, the channeled song was Step in the Name of Love. Without getting into the artists and all that, that song is popular enough, festive enough, unforgettable enough for you to know the artist. But again, our focus is high vibrational stepping. I'd like to start by reading a meditation. Beginning with, your higher self desires for you to stop playing the fool. Let go of anyone or anything that is bringing you down. It is time you awaken to the actuality of who you are. An all-powerful spiritual being. You will receive a sign from the universe. It is a time for you to rise and shine. You are a genius. And today's journal prompt: compile a list of everything you have created in your life. Then open your eyes and realize how you have created every situation you have experienced in your life. What do you want to create next? I want you guys to do this journal prompt. So I'm going to repeat it for you. Try it before you knock it. Compile a list of everything you have created in your life. Then open your eyes and realize you have created every situation you have experienced in your life. What do you want to create next? And the reason why I would like you to try it out and accomplish it is because I want you to recall your power. That would require for you to trace back your steps to what you have been able to co-create. I want you to be motivated to keep pressing on and co-creating for the better. So the first card we have today is the law of oneness. Release the need to make anyone wrong and unify with your truth. Just reading that out loud gives me peace. It reminds me that there is no need to be in argumentative mode, trying to prove a point, trying to win. There's no need for that. We're all learning lessons. The ones that want to compete with you and the ones that moved on to the next. Hear that rain in the background? Just let the rain fall. And instead of pushing people in the rain, learn to embrace it in the momentum of receiving it. And as you advance, you'll learn to dance in it. If you haven't tried it, you haven't lived out. I remember the first time I've tried it. I was like, are you really going to go out in this rain, get yourself wet, and risk getting sick? You know, that's what we've heard growing up. Like when you get in, make sure you dry yourself. And this is not even through dancing. This is you getting caught up in the rain outside, and make sure you dry your clothes, you dry your hair so you don't get sick. But here I am, adventurous, and I said, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to play safe. So what I did was, I got my towel ready, I put it down on the chair, and I went outside. And I just let the rain fall. It was a very freeing moment. And then I danced. Yeah, I know my neighbors. Those that were peeking through their windows probably thought I was tripping off of something. But even though I did it because I wanted to do it, disregarding how people felt, their opinions, their judgments, and I felt cleansed. There's something about dancing in the rain. Those of you who haven't tried it, I by no means am recommending that every time it rains for you to go out there and catch a cold. Fortunately, I didn't. But learn to try things out. Learn to chill out. Wow. I'm remembering the channeled song. Step in the name of love. Learn to just love. Love your desires. Love experience. Love memories. Live. I'm hearing live. Some of you need to learn how to live. The next card is to avoid reality only makes you face some issues again and again. So to you who are facing some type of truth or are in the spirit of denial in some area in your life, this is confirming that if you are avoiding, you'll be faced with that same issue again and again. And I remember the first time that lesson was introduced to me, I was watching a talk show, very powerful talk show. And I remember her saying that in life we're learning lessons. And when we refuse to learn the lessons, they appear again. I remember I was just in my 20s when that was brought to my attention, but it clicked right then and there. And this is why it's important to be open to different perspectives, because this is not something that I learned from my family, but it was from someone from a different walk of life who have lived more of life than I have, and who was sharing her experience. And I'm glad that not only I listened, I remembered, and I utilized that amount of wisdom to assist me on my journey. And it's helped me to awaken in so many different directions. Next card is triumphant success. I'm relating that to being open-minded. I feel those who arrive at triumphant success is because they trust themselves enough that they are willing to be adventurous, safe, and adventurous. You don't have to be adventurous and a gambler. You can be safe and be adventurous at the same time. That's wisdom. Now, prior to the triumphant success card, I read to you the card that was stating that if you're avoiding something, that you'll be faced with that issue again and again until you learn that lesson. There was a number on that card. I didn't want to disregard it. I wanted to check out the angel number. And the message I received was, your angels want to give you a high five as they recognize your commitment to being a light in the world. Well done for facing your fears. Now, the triumphant success card, I want to read that message to you. And it is, the universal life force within you is calling for your attention. So, for triumphant success, the universal life force within you is calling for your attention. All right? That is the step you need to take in direction of triumphant success. The next card is Level Up. Triumphant success would lead to your level up. These cards have a way of calling me back, like calling my attention back. Because as I was moving forward to share the next card with you, the colors started to pronounce themselves even richer than before. So I want to go back to the first card. And due to the relations, the mixtures of the colors, I want to say that the Law of Oneness card is in relation to creation, because I see a lot of the sacral chakra here. I'm also noticing how it's connected, but how it's displayed is in form of inheritance. So that could also be regarded as cycles, right? So the law of oneness is the law of oneness. Release the need to make anyone wrong and unify with your truth. Reminding us that we can agree to disagree, right? We all have our own path, and it's connected to each other. We can choose the road that demonstrates wisdom by learning from other people's experiences. As we learn from other people's experience, we can use that to co-create our own journeys in the area of progress. The white that I see in the background is reminding me of our connection to God, our downloads, crown energy, and that God is helping us to see that as much as we want to differentiate ourselves from others, we are all learning lessons, just at different times. And this is why we need to move in the momentum of seeing each other in the eyes of love and releasing the eyes of judgment. The pale blue is suggesting that healing is definitely increasing. And the rose, the pink rose, is telling me that self-care, nurturing ourselves, is needed. Because this rose in particular, it's blossoming. So it's confirming that yes, we are practicing self-care. We are nurturing ourselves. Wow. It is so impressive to take a second look. You know why? I said there was one corner to like a pale pink rose was hidden, and I take another glance at this card and I'm seeing, nah, it's actually in two corners. This is also telling me how important it is, before we make our judgments, we need to take a second look. There might be something we're overlooking. There's so much that can be captured in just one card. It requires taking a look back, being present, focusing, understanding the connections, connecting the dots, and moving in the name of love. In just one card, all of that information was revealed. Let's see what I can capture again from the second card. This is telling me, because it was to avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. Wow. This is telling me, first of all, green is associated to your heart chakra, right? It's also associated to nature. But then there's also a tree in the card. So that's in representation of your ancestors. And this is why we are experiencing some lessons, because we inherit them in our DNA. And the more effort we are making to avoid them is what is causing us to continue in the momentum of experiencing tongue twist, generational curses, right? Because we're avoiding them. We're pushing them away. And the lessons have to come again and again in the form of discontent, dysfunction, dissatisfaction. But when the generational curse breaker comes about and faces the issue and decides to be the change, then they experience love. And I'm saying that specifically due to the picture I'm viewing right now, which is leaves, green leaves falling down on you, right? The energy of love. You're experiencing love raining down, just like the rain in the background, raining down on you. And you become a torch of love. You move in God energy. You receive promotion. And not only you do, your ancestors do. That's why the tree is in the background. Healing comes. And the bow is in the symbolism of reward. So that's recognition and reward. All that just by taking a second look. I think that's a message. Take a second look. Now for the next card, the second look of the third card. Triumphant success. Due to the colors there, the success came about through the energy, the foundation of God. You hear me? And healing. And connection. Healing through seeing through the eyes of God. And healing through receiving. Healing through sharing. Wow. Sharing your journey. And although these are clouds, but they're giving me like a fade of pink, right? And that's telling me, as you share, as you utilize your throat chakra, this is why our throat chakras, as you may have heard during this episode alone, my throat chakra is being attacked, as I share with you, because they know the power of your voice. They know there's healing in your voice, right? So as you use your voice to share, you're also applying self-care, because you're, by the act of venting, you are also releasing. Do you understand? And it brings you back to love. It's a cycle, right? It's a cycle of connecting the dots. Now we arrive again to the level up. The level up is where love cannot be denied, confidence cannot be denied, healing cannot be denied, willpower discipline, direction cannot be denied. And you are sitting on a wave of support. in a momentum of harmony. In God energy. Okay, there's a number. Let's check this out. The number message is: the divine feminine within you is so grateful that you are listening to your soul's voice. Weren't we just speaking about voice? And it's not because it was even written anywhere in the cards. It was just through the color. The blue. The throat chakra. This is telling you again, take a second look. As you take a second look, you are strengthened in the area of decoding, receiving messages being sent to you symbolically. Do you hear me? Next card is attachment, longing, desperation. And there is a woman in a web, tied in a web, right? They want to tie her in. They want to keep her in this web. But I'm hearing web of lies. They want to keep her in this web. They are longing her. And there's a desperation. And the moon in the background, there are secrets. Some in deceit. This woman is wearing a white robe. She's in the energy of purity. But the darkness is what wants to keep her in the web. They want to form an attachment because they need her energy of purity, because it's stepping in the name of love. That is an association with high vibrational stepping, which puts her in the energy of high vibrational manifestation. Wow. So for the next pile, let's see what messages are there. The first card the law of creation. Focus your mind to create your deepest desire. It's telling me that some of you guys are in the mindset of something that you want to create. Due to that moon that I see in the background, you haven't fully executed what exactly it is that you want to create. It's just a portion of the moon. But there's a light in the background that's telling me you need to focus more on the light. You need to focus more on God in order to be inspired to continue in creation mode. The moon is regarded as feminine. The sun is regarded as masculine. You follow? So, as you focus on God, you'll get the energy to increase in your feminine and be able to create what you're trying to create. The pink is telling me this includes efforts being made to nurture yourself. The blue is telling me there will be some need of communication, whether by venting, speaking with others. For example, in connections such as teaching, acts of service, or communication through writing, expressing. In fact, the white is telling me again, not only that this will be inspired by God, but you will receive downloads. The downloads you receive is what will bring the healing. And the healing is what will open the hall to creating. Focus your mind to create your deepest desire. I think it would benefit you to schedule some time out today to meditate. And discover what it is that you want to create. Because until you are able to have the direction you want to go to, you'll be in the energy of stagnation. You need to know what you want to do in order for you to move forward. If you feel that you are experiencing some type of blockage, nurture yourselves in the areas all associated to wellness. Get enough sleep. Practice healthy eating habits. Get hydrated. Spend time in the sunlight. Enjoy nature, the stars, the moonlight. When you meditate, ask to hear the voice of God. I'm hearing be open to visualization. Next card. A chaotic life is the result of chaotic choices. First of all, I'd like to associate this card to the previous card, because the previous card was the law of creation. Now this card is telling me a chaotic life is the result of chaotic choices. So you created the chaotic choices. But let's see what this angel number is revealing through its message. Your relationships with yourself and others are being supported by your angels and guides. Call on them for as much help as you need, and know it's never too much. So this chaotic life is an association to relationships, right? And that angel message is telling us that there is assistance. Your angels are there. Your guides are there to give you guidance. And love. With their assistance, you can move forward. Next card is third eye chakra. I want you to take a note of researching ways to unblock your third eye chakra. It's a necessity. And I'm just going to leave it there, because it's also your choice. But due to life's journeys, without the vision, of your third eye chakra, you are limiting yourself. I'm being guided to share something that might be controversial. But understand, I'm not trying to guide you in one way or the other. I'm just relaying the messages, okay? I understand. Okay, I think we are receiving a message. So before I share what I understand, what is this message? These messages can be, these signs for messages can be received in such subtle ways. It could be just a change in the scenery, or a sound from nowhere. It could come from technology, but there are several different ways for you to be alerted that your attention is needed. But, wow. The message is, you are a master of manifestation, and your visions are becoming a reality. Didn't I just tell you? We're on third eye chakra, people. We are on third eye chakra. And the message is, you are a master of manifestation, and your visions are becoming a reality. It's also telling me that's why when I was sharing about the card previous to that, there was a mention of utilizing visualization. You see that? Thank God. Thank God for guidance, direction, confirmation. And love. Next card is cosmic power. Indeed. Connection is everything, because that's what gives you cosmic power. Kinship. There's a message there. I said there is a message there. Cosmic power, kinship. Those who don't know. Community, your group. Do you know who you are? Let me take this time to gently remind you that it is time you remember who you are. Cosmic power, kinship. Next card. Next pile, rather. The first card is the law of manifestation. Confirmation. Let go of trying to control life and allow miracles. In this season, either you let go of the matrix, or you get left behind. It's a choice. Only you know what you're ready for. But those who've decided to move forward are awakened to the fact that the tools used for yesterday are ineffective today. What makes them ineffective is that some of us have already ascended. Which caused a separation on the plane of vibration. So efforts being made to connect confirmation in the energy of attack is null and void. There's been a change of address. I'm hearing a change of blueprint. Due to our cosmic powers, we know where we are. Those in the matrix are in the illusion of where they are. Now the next card says, it's time to banish all evil. But due to the fact that there is a waning moon depicted, this is telling me that some of you are beginning to pay attention to the moon phases. And that is because you were programmed to avoid knowledge for the longest. But due to the fact that you have inherited open-mindedness, you have a thirst for knowledge. And due to the current events, what's going on around the world, what's going on in your circles, with associates, you are being brave enough to look into things that you once didn't have any interest to. But when you are in the energy of receiving is when you receive. And this is why this card in particular has the picture of the waning moon. And is stating it's time to banish all evil. That is when secret societies are in the awareness of that is one of the most powerful times to banish all evil. You can banish evil all day, every day. But you definitely don't want to miss the waning moon. Next card is sacrifice. There's an angel number on there. We're going to look into that. But we're not just going to look at the angel number. I want to also share the meditation. The message is, all relationships are assignments. You are finding your friends and your tribe, and even understanding soulmate relationships at this time. Okay, so the meditation for the sacrifice card says, wow, I was just about to read the transformation meditation. This is not the sacrifice meditation, but there's a reason it's here. Because I located the sacrifice already, which is the page ahead of it. But probably there's something on here. Okay, so since we arrived at the transformation meditation, I'm going to read, skim through it and read whatever message that we're supposed to be viewing. A time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. All right? I guess that was a bonus. But as the meditation in relation to sacrifice goes, it says, powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. The rewards for this, the rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. See how it, again, is connecting the dots? This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur, and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, and have patience. Reflect and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with more understanding. Remember earlier? Second look. Intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you cannot control. Heal and leave the past behind. Move toward your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. Now, we read the meditation. Now I want to read the card. What I'm seeing here is there's a woman depicted in this card. And she is exercising her faith. Her blind faith. And relying on the promises that God made her. The prophecy. She has to leave things behind. There were once flowers blooming. Flowers she planted seeds for. But God stepped in between the seeds and made a promise. The promise is her backbone. The promise is what's supporting her. The promise is the movement of forwardness. She's leaving the work she did behind. She's retiring. She has formed, oh my goodness, I'm just reading this card. She has formed an alliance with God. She is binded to the promise of God. She is moving in truth. The waters that were sent to drown her, she is walking through. As she spreads seeds of faith in the promise of God. Her eyes have seen the light. Ashe, I am in love with this card. I've seen this card so many times before, but it takes time. It's like one of the reasons why people's deliveries are so different. One, it's relation to the calling. Were you really called to this life? Two, are you really devoted to take your time? Are you competing? Or are you just being a vessel? Right? There is a load of information in just one card. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. It's about energy. It's about stepping in the name of love. Are we high vibrational stepping? And I love how the next card is intuition. Intuition. Let's see this angel number. 1 second. Your angels and guides are ready to support you through any changes you need to make to be more at ease. All right? You made the sacrifice to move forward. You leaning on the promises of God. It's assisting you in accelerating forward. You decided to focus on God, and you sacrifice what you was building in the past. You left it behind. Why? Because you followed your intuition. Your intuition is that rainbow between the flowers that were the clouds. Oh my God. The clouds of blossoming flowers. So you thought you were blossoming flowers. Meanwhile, you was blossoming clouds. All right. Now, God entered the scenario. I'm choosing you. I love you. I see promise in you. I'm going to give promise to you. Separates you from the clouds that were an illusion, a figment of your imagination, that were going to fade away anyway, moving you forward. You followed your intuition. Your intuition, oh my God, your intuition is what puts you on the throne. Yes. Queen Nandi is what puts you on the throne. Yes. Somebody needs to know you're on the right path. You hear me? Loud and clear. And this is why I was called to live my life out loud. Next card is mindfulness, peaceful presence, and quiet mind. Yes, I'm at peace. Yes, I trust God. Yes, I'm all right. On to the next pile. The law of cause and effect. Change your beliefs. Change your life. All right? Following that. Oh, before we move on. Change your beliefs. Change your life. That purple is telling me, yeah, you need to change the way you see things. You need to see it from all perspectives. You need to focus on God. not the storms, not the crowds, not the crowds, not the clouds. Focus on God, the center of you. As you focus, you ascend closer and closer in vibration. Next card. Impossible is only a matter of opinion. The law of cause and effect. Change your beliefs and change your life. You see, as you change your beliefs, you awaken to the fact that impossible is only a matter of opinion. Your opinions are your beliefs. Your beliefs are not my facts. And there's truth all over that. And due to the fact that you have been awakened to, impossible is only an opinion. You built your foundation on love. Healing supported you to continue on the road to recovering your sight. And as you recall the journey of your oneness to God, confidence took flight. Ashe! That was a channeled message. Let's see what this angel number is. You are being given signs that your prayers are being heard. Trust that God's plan is unfolding as it needs to. It sure is. Next card is conflict and defeat. That is when you disconnect from people, places, and things in energies that no longer serve you. All right? And no longer for your highest good. Those who are left behind at address matrix are in conflict and defeat. Now, that angel number is stating abundance is a state of mind. When you feel rich spiritually, you are physical. What is the hesitation there? Some of you are hesitating. You're teeter-tottering. You're undecided. Abundance is a state of mind. When you feel rich spiritually, your physical life will reflect it. And the reason why some of you are stuck is because, again, that energy of hesitation. You're teeter-tottering. You're not sure. You are so pulled in by vanity. You cannot seize in the spirituality because your focus is vanity. And that, it is what is in between you and progress on your journey. My God, next card says surrender. Surrender. I'm going to say that one more time. Surrender. Okay? That's the issue. Following that, family tree, expansion, and legacy. See, I decided to surrender. I'll say that. I said I'll say that. I decided to surrender because my beliefs are my facts. And I saw the facts that God was delivering me from. You hear me? That dark night of the soul was something else. So, with that, I said, God, I'm sure you have better than that. I left behind conflict. And what they thought was defeat. I surrendered to God. Went back home. And reconnected to my family tree. And this is why present day I am living in expansion and legacy. You feel me? Next card. Next pile, rather. God, thank you for the strength. Thank you for the strength to keep pushing. Because this is all too powerful. And I've shared enough to inspire. But I'm going to keep pushing through until we finish the spread. Or until I'm released. Next card is the law of relativity. You are divinely perfect. Live your truth. That's when you remember you. That's when you remember to see the connectivity. To see through the eyes of God and not the eyes of judgment. Judgment is what keeps you on the pavement behind. When you begin to accept that life is a school, some of us are teachers, some of us are students. In different cycles, we play different roles. You learn it's not about competition, it's about correction. When you learn the answer is correct because the teacher gave you an X, you make the correction, you learn the lesson, you prepare for the test, you pass the test, and you get promoted to the next class. Okay? That's when you are awestruck and you are seeing things as they are for the first time. You are remembering who you are. And feeling the love, the support, the communion. You see yourself as the pillar that you are in connection with those behind you, that founded you, and those ahead of you. Yes, we're blessed. Next card. Brightness and glories to those who deserve them. Yes, we're blessed. Angel number. What you say? The energy of the divine is awakening within you. Let your soul do the leading. That card is victory and success. As we awaken, we desire to be blessed. Next card is desire. Following that, joy, blessings, intuition. So, releasing past storms, healing in God's energy, embracing joy, led to the blessing of multitude in intuition. That angel number your changing thoughts are changing your life. Align your awareness and energy with thoughts that lift you. Ashe. And for the last pile today. Oh God, thank you for the journey. First card says, the law of correspondence. See life as the ultimate mirror guiding you to the highest version of yourself. I'm told to say it slower so you can process it. So we can process this. The law of correspondence. See life as the ultimate mirror guiding you to the highest version of yourself. This is reminding me of a prayer I say every day since as far back as I could remember. God, assist me in reaching my highest potential. When you understand that life is an ultimate mirror guiding you to the highest version of yourself, your focus is on the light, the lighter version of you, the highest version of yourself. Next card. The shine of gold fascinates, but it also dazzles. This is how we get trapped with illusion, because we think we see gold, but we don't pay attention. Does it dazzle? That angel number, the message is, you are uniting your energy with that of God. Trust that the signs you are seeing are direct communication with the divine. Now, this is further telling me that we all have gifts, talents, abilities. But it is with God that they can rise in power, that they get highlighted, accentuated. You may be in the energy of ego and see yourself as gold, but you will never dazzle without the energy of God. Next card is throat chakra. I am heard, not because I'm gifted, not solely because I'm gifted in the area of communication. I am heard because I am a vessel for God. You see how there was a disruption there, because they don't want to give God the glory, but we're going to say it again. All right? We're going to say it again with amp. I said, it's not that I am not gifted in the area of communication. Because according to birth chart, that's my territory. But I'm heard because I am a vessel of God. That's why we shine. Dazzle, dazzle. Next card is grief. This grief is in relation to the fact that there were those who thought through pregnancy. This is the card, y'all. I'm just reading the card. No add-ins, okay? That's the picture. Check it out. It says Allah, grief. Now, They were content in the energy of pregnancy, utilizing moon energy and secrecy, deceiving all the stars in the scenery, to be on a seat of victory in pretense. There's no throne. Just plants, bushes that are temporary. And then you awaken to the fact succeeding is not part of the decree. That was not a throne given to thee. And now, everyone surrounding, in plain view, sees that the illusion of the throne will never be. Channeled message. Now let's see what this angel number says. My God. Powerful divine mother energy is surrounding you. You are being enveloped in love and compassion. Yes, 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 they rejected you. Yes, 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 they lied on you. Yes, 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 they made fun of you. But today, let me remind you about today. Because tomorrow is not promised, right? What we have is today. Today, powerful, divine mother energy is surrounding you, and you are being enveloped in love and compassion in your truth. Last card for today. Out of all the cards, journey guide. Grace on my journey. Journey guide. Travel. Change in location. And that's the momentum we're in. Peace and love.